Welcome to Live and Buy in Texas. I am your host today, Cynthia Corder, and I am going to talk about all things short-term rental. So this is just going to be a conversation about what to look for. I'm a realtor in Galveston, which is the third coast. We are south of Houston, and it is a very popular short-term rental market. So through the years, I've learned a few things. So I'm just going to share with you what I've learned. So first thing you want to do is, what are your personal goals? You know, when you're looking at a business such as a short-term rental, this is going to be your house. This is going to be your properties. It's not going to be booked all the time. So what will work for you and your family? You know, what kind of goals? What location do you like to be on the beach side? Do you maybe want to have a boat in the water on the canal side? Do some reconnaissance. Go out there, get on Airbnb, see what other people are doing, and book you a place and go see what you like. Over the holidays, me and my husband, we were looking to buy a house. We're actually buying a house right now. And so I went on Airbnb. I don't know where I want to live, you know? So because we live here in Galveston full time. So I rented a canal house. Didn't want that. Too far out from town. Didn't want that. Got a beachfront house. And believe it or not, I love the beachfront house, but it was way too windy for me. So I'm still looking. So go out and do your reconnaissance and see what will work for you. Are you going to be using it with your family? You want to think about the size, those types of things. If it's just money, if it's just a line item and you want the money maker, then of course that is going to be your goal and you don't care where it's at because you don't intend on staying there, right? So the return on your investment, how much bang for your buck you can get. So if you can get a lower entry price point and rent it for higher, get yourself a spreadsheet. If you're not into spreadsheets, that's fine. Put it in on your piece of paper and just crunch the numbers for what kind of a return on your investment. Some of the YouTubes I've seen, you know, do get a short-term rental, 100% cash flowing. That is likely not going to happen right out the gate. So you have got to look at what it's going to cost you in startup costs and really be conservative on your numbers because you don't want to get yourself in a situation where you're upside down. Likely the note, the principal, interest, taxes, insurance, all of those things, that would be great if your rental income could cover that, but it's highly unlikely. It just is. So you want to also look at the equity piece of it, where you're having an appreciating asset that's just going to keep appreciating as the real estate piece of it, and be conservative on your numbers so you don't get yourself in trouble. So your return on investment is going to be important. Now, we definitely have a peak season during the summer, and then we have festivals in the off season of like Mardi Gras. We're known for Mardi Gras here, and we have the cruise terminal, which a lot of people come and stay a few nights in town and then jump on the cruise, and Christmas and Thanksgiving and holidays and stuff like that. But you want to crunch the numbers for the off season, and any short-term rental management company or a realtor like myself, we can give you a pretty good idea of how many nights it'll book for the property that you're looking at, which is interesting if it's new construction or it hasn't been used for a short-term rental before. We can project those, but it depends on the economy, the market, or are people traveling. If something has already been a rental, we get rentals from the management company and break it down. What has this done year over year, and what's it going to mean for your investment? One of the reasons I love short-term rentals so much, and it's a passion of mine, is because this is the one investment that you can make memories in. And again, we're going to go back to using your investment for your own purposes. Let's talk about amenities. Is there a community pool? Is there a golf cart that's accessible that you can zip around on? Is the golf cart legal in that neighborhood? Elevators are really important in our neighborhood because everything's built on pilings. Beach chairs, access to beach, all of those things. And do your homework, because some of the communities, they have pools, but they do not allow renters to use them. And that could be a bad review. So you really want to do your homework on that. You want to talk about the furnishings too. So this is a big expense when you're doing a short-term rental. If you buy a vacant house with no furnishings, you've got to furnish that home, time, effort, movers, money, 15, 20,000, depending on the size of the house and the finishes that you want. I mean, you could go as crazy as you want on that, right? But this furniture it's going to make or break the place. And then you got to get photography. You want to take pictures. People buy online and video. If you could do pictures and video and open yourself up a social media account and just start blasting that. Every day, post something about that. Google community activities or whatever, but get yourself a following on social media so your house has its own page. And then get involved in Facebook groups and get on Instagram and get a local photographer and get your home ready to go. Put it on Airbnb and VRBO and go live. A couple business things before I let you go. Let's talk about management. So property managers, if you are not near wherever your short-term rental is, I highly encourage you to have a property manager. Because one thing you don't think about when you want to do a short-term rental, maintenance. Those middle of the night calls, how does Wi-Fi work? The lockbox code isn't working. Now, if you're hands-on and you want to take those calls, my hat's off to you. I worked in a short-term rental management company for a long time. And in summer, on the same day, all the ACs broke. So they have local vendors and they know who will show up and do a good job for you. So short-term rental management, cleaning, booking, advertising, all of that stuff, and the maintenance. Here is a pro hack tip, though. Get somebody that is local. Of course, there's big, huge companies. You know them all, but they have offices who knows where. So you want to get somebody that is reputable, of course, reviews, all of that. So management, that line item is probably going to be about 20% to manage your property. Here's another pro tip. That management fee, it's negotiable. Don't just take it. There's so many management companies here in our neighborhood. I know that they want business. So negotiate those fees. Don't lowball it because you get what you pay for, but just think about, even if it's a point or two, that's added money to your bottom line. So that's what I have for the short-term rentals in our area. You want to focus on your goals. Look at your return on investment. The location, this is an investment. That's not just an investment, but you can use it and make memories there. And have a business while you're doing it. You want to look at your principal, your interest, your insurance. Oh, I forgot about insurance. Get quotes. Agents will give you insurance quotes. So insurance, the taxes, the insurance, put all those in your line item on your spreadsheet there. Furnishings, see how you want to furnish that. Make sure you think about dishes and pots and pans and towels and silverware, glasses, all of it. And then who is going to manage this property for you? You're going to self-manage or not? And make sure you get on your local website, see what it's going to cost you to register it. Usually they make it super, super easy here in Galveston. It's very easy to register. And if you like what you heard today and want to see some more of it, hit the subscribe button. My information is in the description section of my YouTube channel. Leave a comment. What's been your experience with a short-term rental, and what pro hack do you want to share with others who are thinking about getting into this business? This is Cynthia Corder to Live and Buy in Texas. Go out there and make some memories with your investments.